Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Andrew Tate launched his bid for the premiership of the United Kingdom. So he wants to be the Prime Minister of Great Britain. And he launched his campaign. I have two videos here, and I will play both of them. Mr. Andrew Tate has all the right in the world to do that. And the mass media can present facts and evidence as well as opinions as much as they want. So I have the announcement, which is right here, and I have another one, a little, this is I think like 4 minutes video that I will play with Andrew Tate. So let's start with the first one, and then we are going to discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen of the United Kingdom, my name is Andrew Tate. I'm the leader of the BRUV Party, Britain Restoring Underlying Values, and I'm here to introduce myself to you as the only hope and chance for the once Great Britain to repair itself from the eternal decline we are unfortunately being subjected to. I'm extremely rich and very successful, and although this has not brought me much happiness or any new friends, it has certainly increased the variety and capability of my enemies. They have locked me in Romania for over 3 years. The UK Foreign Office instructed the Romanians to do exactly this on false charges that even Romanian courts now are admitting were completely fabricated because they fear my influence. And they fear my influence because the United Kingdom has been hijacked by Satanists who have absolutely no concern for the people they are supposed to work for. They work for big banking interests and they ignore their constituents absolutely. There is currently nobody within the political class which will do the things which are necessary to repair our once great country. There is no reason for a city with a legacy like London to be running with blood and for drugs to constantly be found on our streets. There is no reason for a country like Great Britain that once had the most formidable navy on the planet to be endlessly invaded, incapable of defending its own borders. The decisions that our rulers are currently making are not accidental, and I no longer believe it is incompetence. It is simply malice. They are deliberately trying to destroy our society. They are two-tier policing on purpose. They're allowing us to be invaded on purpose. They're allowing crime to run rampant on purpose. They're allowing drugs to run rampant on purpose. Because the politicians do not work for you. They work for somebody else. And those people want the UK and all of Western civilization to be destroyed. They're going to laugh at my attempt to become Prime Minister. They're going to do their very best to delegitimize me. They're going to say that I'm not serious, that I don't stand a chance of winning, exactly like they did to Donald Trump at the beginning. These people do not understand that the world is changing. The youth is with us. And with time, as these people grow old and die, and the youth stays mobilized, we can take our countries back. You don't have to like me. This is beyond the politician. This is about the politics. You can hate me with all of your being, but even if you hate me, I guarantee you your streets will be safer. I guarantee you the invasion will end. I guarantee you our economy will be more prosperous. Those who love me and hate me alike will benefit from my leadership as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And I will be addressing the pressing concerns that the people of the UK face in these prime directives here on Twitter, so you can see what real leadership looks like. Every time an issue appears, I'll tell you exactly how I would fix it. I previously laid out how I would fix the knife crime epidemic. I previously laid out how I would fix the shores being invaded by people who are not British and do not share our culture. And I will continue to lead by example and show competence and explain to you exactly how I'd fix the issues, as Keir Starmer and the other MPs refuse to show up in the House of Commons or discuss anything that matters at all. We will take our country back, or our country will fall. We are in a binary scenario. It is 1 or 0. It's not okay. It will not be fine. It will not fix itself. And these people currently sitting in those chairs in the Houses of Commons have no intention at all of fixing it. Their only intention is to hold on to power, to destroy the country, to enrich themselves, and to delegitimize anybody who they see as a genuine threat to the stranglehold they had on our once great nation. The only thing you can rely on in European politics is the perma-failure of our political class. None of these things are going to get better. Nothing is going to get fixed. Nothing is ever going to change. But this perma failure can work against them, because as they fail to address issues and fail to take me seriously as a political candidate, on a long enough time frame, I will win. My promise to everyone at home is that I will deliver my manifesto instantly and efficiently. You can download the manifesto at votebruv.co.uk for free, and you will be able to see exactly how I intend to fix the UK.
So that's with that for now, and I have another video ready for you. It's 4 minutes. I listened to Andrew Tate on a few occasions, and I agree with most of what he says, and especially how he says it. I don't like the definite terms or the absolute terms he uses. Nothing will get fixed. Everything will be, no. That's his choice of words. That's obviously his way of speaking, but rarely things are completely or absolute in one direction or another. Regarding his bid, like any other person, he should be allowed to do it. As he said, he will be mocked, as Donald Trump was, and he will be attacked more than he already is. In the free world that we supposedly live, and in the demos, right, in the democracy, which is the rule by the demos, by the people, people should be allowed to express their platforms, political ideologies, and see who's going to join their movement or their party. That's the way free people supposedly work. Yeah, he's been demonized. He will be again and continuously demonized. Why? Because he's a threat to these entities who really want something else. He said about that our great country, I think unfortunately Great Britain already reached the tipping point where, I'm not saying it's not fixable. He says the youth is on our side, certain kind of youth, and some youth in the UK is not the youth that we won over. This is Andrew Tate. As I said, if I would have to put a yes or a like or dislike about this guy, I say I like this guy, and that is, with goods and bads, things that I agree, things that I disagree. As I said, in a free society, people should allow to pick their officials based on, their, how should I put it, their affinity to the message. Remember, Starmer, the current Prime Minister of Great Britain, was not directly elected by the demos, by the people. His party won, brace yourselves, I'm going to give you the percentage of the electorate, about 18%. 18% of the British people who went to vote, voted for his party. 18%. So whomever you're going to hear, like, I don't know, has 19%, he has more authority to rule a country than the 18 Starmer has. Now, let me show you the other video of Andrew Tate. And it's shorter. It's probably the same.
Being a prime minister within the next 10 years is somewhere around 100%. I'm going to fix the entire West. I'm the most famous man in the world. I'm self-funded. And I'm going to save the country I grew up in, Great Britain, just as Donald Trump and Elon Musk are saving America.
Musk backs Andrew Tate's bid to become UK's Prime Minister. Right there. All right, now, what do you think about it? First, he has the right to do that. Secondly, if people like his message and vote for him, he should win. He should be allowed to do whatever he wants. He thinks he's going to save the world, the Western civilization and Great Britain. That's very nice, according to his view on that. And I very much agree with his view on that. Good. He's going to have to make important decisions on that. As you said, the UK used to have the most formidable navy in the world. They can stop these boats coming over, but it's a conscious decision not to do so. I remember in the 80s, I think in the 70s too, and 60s, the Great Britain was the hardest country to get into in Europe if you wanted to immigrate. They had protective and restrictive laws that not many immigrants could go over there. Now it seems like they get the most of them. I think this is a little invasion, and if I remember correctly, London has half of its population is foreign-born or something like that. So those people, remember, are in control to a certain extent. They have children, children will have children, and we'll see. This is Andrew Tate. He launches his bid. Good for him. Andrew Tate is going to try. Elon Musk says that he backs Andrew Tate. We'll see when these guys are going to turn around to get Elon Musk. Why? They will not allow him to be there. He is becoming too noisy, and he's going towards the truth more and more. And now the truth is called extreme or far. All right, so the security state, CIA, FBI, NSA, all these guys will one day pay a visit to Mr. Musk legally, not legal, with paperwork. And Elon Musk, I suspect, I predict, is going to be under an FBI, CIA investigation, whatever they come up with. And as I predicted before, Elon Musk could end up in Russia as a dissident, as a political asylum seeker, or however you want to call it, or he's going to be kicked out of the United States of America. And I also suspect that his companies will be taken over and nationalized for a short period of time by the US government, and then brought up in for a bid for the auction for the big companies, leftist companies. I think this is Elon Musk's future. I think in about 60 to 70%. That's how I see his future. Now the partnership with, or this is just a game, and Elon Musk is just playing a certain kind of, I'm the teller of the truth, but at the same time, I am the other 90% on the other side. Like some influencers on YouTube. Remember, propaganda, you don't have to control everything. Or in a tyrannical system, a smart tyrannical system, because there are idiot tyrants and smart tyrants. So, you don't have to control everything. You control, but then you let 10%. So let's say I'm an influencer, or whatever I am. I will say 90% what they want me to say, and 10% they will allow me to tell a little bit the other side. Like, for instance, Fox News. Fox News is 90%, I suspect, I think, my gut feeling tells me, I can't use certain words, is about 90% the establishment, the government, the whomever, and 10% they give you, oh, you know what is, and that's a lot of people who do that on YouTube. They have very, very much success. Some of them are allowed. If you are too much about, from 10% you get to 100% telling the truth, and how things are from the other perspective, they will pay you a visit. So we'll see. Elon Musk's money will not protect him from the authorities, from the agencies in the US. You don't fight the US government, you're going to lose. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I wish you all the success in the world, Mr. Andrew Tate, and good luck to both of you, Elon Musk and Andrew Tate. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.